Rockets and missiles continue to light up the sky in Gaza as Israel is preparing for a ground invasion against Hamas. Let's give you a live look at Gaza. The latest numbers have more than 1,000 Israelis killed, more than 750 Palestinians dead, but those numbers expected to grow. At least 187,000 people are displaced, and hospitals are overwhelmed right now. The World Health Organization calling for a humanitarian corridor so they can bring supplies to area hospitals. Let's bring in correspondent Robert Sherman, who has been in Tel Aviv since this war broke out. He joins us live. Robert, have you had to take cover at least within the last hour since we last spoke with you?
Not since we last spoke here, Nichole, but it has been a very busy day for many Israelis, some of them going in and out of the shelters all day long. And there's a new element to all of this that I want to lay out here is that the Israeli Air Force announcing that 15 missiles were launched from Lebanese territory at Israeli soil. This is a big concern that a lot of people on the ground have here is that you're not just talking about Gaza at the south, but you're also talking about potential flare-ups and potential contentious situation in the north from Lebanon here. We saw some of this happening yesterday, but now 15 missile. That's another element of all of this here. Since the attacks really have started here on Saturday, you've seen much of the missiles being launched from Gaza towards southern Israel and central Israel. The Iron Dome has been able to take care of most of the missiles that have been put into the air, but some have made their way through. Cities such as Ashkelon, we've seen some damage coming out of there. But it's not just the southern portion of the country. Us here in Tel Aviv, our team has had to take shelter on 3 separate occasions today. We rode out one of those attacks with one gentleman, actually a U.S. citizen, who arrived just the other day, a dentist who was hoping to offer his services here on the ground during this fighting here. Listen to what his takeaway was. Listen to this.
It's unimaginable, the level of solidarity. It's like one huge family holding hands together. We just been in shelter a few minutes ago when they bombarded Tel Aviv, and people been singing in the shelter. It was absolutely touching.
Pretty powerful scenes that you have had in some of these shelters. I mean, we were there right with them, and you have people who are trying to stay calm as best as they can. That gentleman, we just said, he just arrived from the United States. Actually an anomaly here, Nichole. We've met a lot of Americans here, many of them tourists, most of them trying to get out of the country right now. And that is proving very challenging as most airlines have shuttered their flights for the time being. A lot of flights every day are being canceled. Some have to be suspended as missiles are fired from Gaza. So there is some concern that we've heard from these American tourists here that they don't know how they're going to get out of the country. That is something we're going to have to closely monitor over the coming days, Nichole, and see if this problem gets any worse. Nichole?
Yes, certainly something we will have to monitor. Robert Sherman live there in Tel Aviv. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.